Alright, hey, what's up YouTube? DJ Lucious right here, and today another video. I'm gonna begin with another video, and today's video is about transferring my baby bettas to a bigger grow tank. Alright, so now I've been having good success with my spawns, and I have two at the moment, and one's about 3 weeks old, and the other one's about 2 weeks or a week and a half. So the 3-week one, it's time to transfer the babies. So you'll be able to see me transfer these babies and how I'm gonna do it. Right? It's very simple, but it could be a little tedious depending on how you feel about it. Alright, so I'm gonna get right into it.
Right, so this is the spawn right here, and this is a 20-gallon tank, and I have about 30-ish in here. If you look really carefully, the water has a brown stain, and because of the Indian almond leaf, which is on the bottom, gives it a nice brown stain. I have some biological, what am I trying to say? I have some bio in here to help filtrate the water is what I'm trying to say. A little bit of plants to the babies, it always helps, helps regulate the plants, eat some of the buildup in there, and the plants flourish. This is a piece of wisteria that I have in here, and the roots, you can see the roots are very, very, they're very long, growing out, and let me back it up a little bit. There, right there. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, so the roots are taking its, doing its thing, and wisteria is a great plant for bio coverage, right? Now, little boys in there, I got a little heater in there. It's fine. Right, so now my task is to take this 20-gallon tank. I would say it's about 3/4 way full. I gotta bring it down to at least right here, which is about 1 inch of water. About 1 inch or 2 inches. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring this down to 2 inches of water, alright? And when I get to 2 inches of water, I'm gonna take the rest of water with the babies and transfer them in there. Now, the task is trying to get all of the dirty shit on the bottom that build up over time from the babies. So, challenge number 1. Siphoning all of those dusty little things you see on the bottom there. That's just brine shrimp eggs and brine shrimp mixed up with fish doo-doo and all that, build up. So that's my task. So I'm gonna use, first thing I'm gonna have is my hose. Right? Use a hose. These hoses, you can buy these hoses at any pet shop. Just a 4-foot hose. 3-feet hose, right? We're using this hose. I got this little bowl. The reason why I have a bowl, because a bowl will be able to control what's inside of. The bowl is shallow. Not that it really matters, but when I'm siphoning, the bowl is below the tank, and what happens is when the bowl is below the tank, the water will gush out much easier, right? And I can see what's going on in this bowl, and I can transfer the water when it gets full into a bigger bucket. It's kind of a double step, but I may not even need to use this bowl, honestly, guys. I could probably just go straight into the big guy, the big bucket. So, alright, here we go. Let me try this. Here we go. I'm going to insert the hose like that to the bottom. Look at me. Now I'm going to use this part. I'm going to try to siphon it, using my mouth. I don't have a pump. I'm just going to suck up really quick and don't get the water in my mouth and put it in the bucket real quick. Alright?
Daddy, don't drink it.
I won't drink it, Cubby, I promise.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's pretty.
Trying to keep the hose as low to the bottom as possible. And
Don't
trying to
get
predict
the baby fish.
where the babies will go. Don't want to do it too fast because the water is gushing in very fast.
Daddy, don't get the baby with the hole.
Okay, Kalia, be quiet, please.
There is a lot of babies and all the base.
Thank you. Now, if you get any babies in here, just put them back in. No big deal. Just went for a quick swim. Roller coaster ride, I could call it. But the main thing is trying to get all this debris out first. So that's the most important thing.
Baby fish, Daddy. The baby fish are scared. They don't want to go in the hell.
Alright, and basically done a good job of getting in all of the debris in there. I think I got one of the babies in there. It's okay, it happens. Suck up the little ones and then you just put them back in where they were, So I'm like about halfway now. Oh, I just got some babies. Oops. Now there's a better way of controlling this. You can easily have your thumb on the other side of the hose, and where you see a lot of babies, you can easily control the water flow by putting your thumb, plugging it, and making sure that you don't get any babies in there. However, it's also very easy to take the babies out of the water and put them back where they belong, so you don't slow the momentum down. This is momentum, and I'm just going doing my thing. And like I said, like I predicted, I didn't need to use the red bucket. Didn't use the red bucket at all, just use the blue one. And yeah, it's all good. So I'm about just reached below the halfway mark, and I'm continuing. It's mainly got all of the gooey stuff in there. I'm just trying to get in the corner here because I don't want all this buildup going into the fresh tank. You know what I mean? Just keep it nice and clean. I mean, you can always have some dirt in here, but you know what? I can live with that. You don't need a clean, sterile tank because it's life. The fishes need to have the good and the bad. More of the good, less of the bad, of course, but a little bit of this ain't gonna do nothing to your fish, bro. Right, almost there. This stuff. Let me see. All right. Yeah, I'm still going. I thought the pressure stopped for a second. Let me see if I can suck from the almond leaf itself. Let me see. This almond leaf will not be going into the grow tank. Reason being, I don't need it. The almond leaf was there to help induce breeding and help keep the water nice and the pH low in the water. And now that they're all, hatched and doing very well. And by the way, guys, this spawn is a blue marble with a crown tail Cambodian female. Blue marble male with a crown tail Cambodian female. Yeah, she's Cambodian for sure. So I'm expecting a lot of very, very brilliant colors because she's very, very pretty. A lot of, iridescence in her. She's very, she looks kind of metallic, if you want to say. And the male, he is very blue, like a royal blue. So expecting some blue action with some crown tail and some red and some green tails. It's gonna be nice. Something, try something new. Not all the fishes that you're gonna get are gonna be like super great. You know, some of the color schemes may not matter to some people, but I like to see healthy fish, and I believe that if a fish has all its fins intact and it looks really good, despite the color, you can still appreciate that fish for its healthy attributes. You know what I mean? Nice and healthy. Alright, so I'm just about the quarter way mark. I'm about 4 inches. Still growing. And I've managed to get all the dusty stuff on the bottom. So right now I'm going to just get someone under this heater here. Yeah. So right now I'm just sucking out some water. Really. Okay. I think I lost all the pressure. Alright, so at this point, it's very important. There is water in the hose, right? There is water in this hose. If I pull this hose out of the water, all the water that was in the hose is going to gush back in. I don't want that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this part of the hose. I'm going to plug it, right, to stop any backflow. Pull it out. See? Not that much backflow. And pull it out really gently. Now I'm going to empty it in here, film in the bucket. Voila. And that's it. Alright, come in here. Let's see if you see any babies in here. Any babies? See any? I don't see any. I don't see no babies in there, guys. What I know, somebody has to be in there, right? Somebody is in there. So I'm gonna have to check really carefully. So I'm gonna probably take this bucket outside and give it a thorough check. Alright, like I expected, there is some baby action in the bottom. I can see at least 2 right now. You can't see it probably because of the glare. Pull back a little bit. But yeah, I see 1, 2. You see them, right? Right. Yeah, the big ones. Okay. So at this point, I'm just gonna empty out some of the water and try my best not to spill them out. And yeah. Alright, so now I have my net, just for precaution, and my bowl. So here we go. It doesn't matter if the water overflows. Watch the camera, watch the video. It doesn't matter if the water overflows, just want to make sure that these babies don't escape. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. We'll check. Alright, coast clear. Throw us out. Now this water may be good for your plants, or you know, if you're trying to build some infusia for your babies and stuff. You know, this water can be recycled for many things. But I unfortunately have no use for it. You can see them in the bottom there. They're just chilling. Look in the bottom. Watch. Watch in the bucket. I see about 6 of them in there. Chilling. They're just chilling. Like, look at us, boys. We made it. Like, nah, y'all ain't made nothing. But again, throw them back into the fray. Okay. So here we go. Alright, so at this point, I really don't want to put these fish in the net. Honestly, guys, I don't want to net these fish. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of water, just a little bit, and put them in the grow tank. So I'm pouring very carefully. All right. Right. So that little bit of water right there. Check my net. The one's in there. Good. Alright, let's go inside. So right now you're looking at is the grow tank. This is what size is this again? 30 gallon? Yeah, I think it's a 30 gallon tank. And inside this 30 gallon tank we have a sponge filter with an air stone in there. Guys, don't forget what I mentioned in the previous video about air stones. You have to have an air stone so you can diffuse all the oxygen that comes in, which means you're going to break up the oxygen. It's going to make tinier bubbles. You don't want to have big bubbles gushing out because that's going to be too much current for your fry and it can be very stressful. Bettas really don't like all that current and all that stress. So if you look carefully, this is one of my first betta females I purchased. This is a Dumbo White Half Moon, and yeah, she is a grandmother by now, if you guys hadn't tell. And I put her in here for two things. I had some mosquito larvae was in here, came in here. I live in Florida, and so we have mosquitoes, and unfortunately some mosquitoes came in here, but fortunately for me, I have fishes, so she was able to just control that for me. And yeah, so what I have to do now, I have to take her out, I have to catch her out and put her back in the bigger tank with my little small net, so I can do it 3 tries. One try, one shot. Put her in here. Go join mommy. Hey, there's mommy. That's so close. You see? Alright, good. Pull up a little bit now. Alright, that's a big tank with all the big ones in there. And now, down here, to transfer these babies into your new home. Let's see. Okay, toy. Look at that red bowl. Be right back, guys. What I thought, I thought I could just pour them in, but unfortunately the bucket's too big, and now I have to like pour them into the red bowl and then put them in here. So 1 second. Okay. Oof. Trying to be as gentle as I can. Yep. That's as gentle as it gets, guys. Time management. Now, these little guys in their new home. Wow. Like squeeze this bowl. Okay. Here we go. All right. You see them? All right. So they were the first to get in here. Now I get a chance for the rest to fry. Next step is to get these guys into my blue bucket, which has to go into my red bowl, and then So step one, take the heater off. The heater has to come off, guys. Because if I start moving this aquarium with this heater in there, we're gonna have some problems. I also have a cover on here. You can see the lights. So yeah, this will be very difficult because this is what you have. This is what happens when you use an aquarium as a breeding tank. Whereas you can use a plastic bowl and you'll have less worries, less pressure. But you know what? Whatever works for you, works for you. Works for me, works for me. And I don't mind lifting up this at all. So I'm gonna take this cover off. And I'm just gonna pull it out. Carefully, trying not to break the shit. There we go. Gotta peel it back. Peel it back. There we go. Now I have the aquarium in my bucket. I don't like pouring them from that height. So what I may have to do is
I see one.
yeah, some in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that height is dangerous. So what I'm thinking I may do here, I might just siphon them out into the big tank. Yeah, that'll be my best bet right there. Siphon them out into the big tank. Suck them little buggers out of there. Alright. So I need to get a chair.
Are you done with the video?
Alright, so I put my aquarium on a chair and I'm gonna siphon these babies into the big tank. I'm gonna try to get them in the hose. Alright? Easy, right? Let's see. I'm gonna take this plant out so it doesn't get it stuck into the hose. And this leaf. Good old animal, Indian almond. Alright. And here we go. Suction time. Alright boys, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, babies. Yeah, they're just swimming in there. But like I said, this could have been way easier if I had used in like a plastic container or something that's shallow. So this is what you have to deal with when you use an aquarium. You just have to manage, you know, have the muscle power and manage, you know, think it through what you're gonna do, what you want to accomplish by not hurting the babies, right? And you know, a little easy ride into a little hose, a little pressure. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be so fine. You're like, look at us, boys. We going in. Alright, I've managed to get the majority of them in here before this water starts getting too shallow. And yeah, I'm doing a pretty good job with it. This is easy. I should have done this from the beginning. Alright, so this new grow tank, what I'm gonna do is let it settle, right? Once it settles, all the debris that was in here, I'm gonna siphon it out and take out all that build up. Try to keep the grow tank as clean as possible. I'll probably do water changes every Saturday. Do like a 25% water change. And more like a 50% water change. I'll do 50. Inside the tank, I see them. They're doing pretty good. I got a little bit of water in here, not much. So I'm gonna pour this into my Red Bull. Here's my Red Bull. Okay. All right, check in here. There's the remainders. See them? Yeah, that's the remainder. About 12 in there. Alright, here we go. And I just cracked my bowl. So, in trying to bend this bowl, see what happens. So yeah. So I cracked my bowl, but success. All the babies were transferred in there, and I am super happy. And yeah, sorry this video took so long, but yeah, I had to do what I had to do. Alright, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Any comments below. I figured out some mistakes that I made, and preparation is key. If there's anything that I need to know that you thought I could have done better, please let me know in the comments, and I'm really excited to hear what you guys think about what I just did. What I can see right now, the babies are doing very good. The babies are good. They're on the bottom, checking it out. They're swimming, they look good. Their stomachs are filled because I had them, just fed them brine shrimps before I transferred them. So yeah, they're fine. This temperature is going to be 83 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to stay that way. Now there's a big tank. They have a lot of space. And yeah, everything is good. Golden. Alright, thank you guys. I'm DJ Lucious, and I'm out of here. Thank you so much. Goodbye.